Silence is not weakness, it's control. Silence is often misunderstood. People might see it as submission, as if staying quiet means you have nothing to say or that you've given up. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Silence, when used intentionally, is one of the most powerful tools you have. It's not about losing your voice. It's about reclaiming your energy and choosing how and where you spend it. Think about it. How many times have you wasted hours explaining yourself to someone who wasn't even listening? How many times have you let an argument drain your energy when no resolution was in sight? Silence stops the cycle. It tells the world, I'm no longer a part of this chaos. I'm focused on something greater. That's not weakness, that's control. And when you choose silence, you're practicing discipline. You're refusing to let emotions take over and pull you into unnecessary battles. It's about staying calm when others expect you to react. It's about knowing you don't need to prove your worth through words. You're showing the world that your value doesn't depend on how loudly you speak or how quickly you respond. Silence also creates space for clarity. When you're not filling the air with words, you can hear your own thoughts. You can reflect, recalibrate, and make decisions from a place of power, not impulse. And that kind of control is unshakable. So the next time someone expects you to react, choose silence instead. Let them wonder. Let them feel the weight of your restraint. Because silence isn't backing down, it's leveling up. And the person who can remain silent when the world is loud is the one who truly holds the power. Cutting contact isn't abandonment, it's alignment. Cutting contact is one of the most powerful forms of self-care you can practice. It's not about walking away from people or abandoning relationships. It's about aligning yourself with what truly serves your purpose and growth. In life, you will encounter individuals or situations that no longer align with who you are becoming or where you're going. And when this happens, choosing to distance yourself is not an act of cruelty. It's an act of self-respect. When you hold on to relationships, environments, or habits that drain you, you're essentially pulling yourself away from your own potential. You can't move forward while you're still carrying unnecessary weight. Cutting contact with people or situations that are toxic or unproductive gives you the opportunity to create space for new, healthier connections that align with your vision, your energy, and your values. It's about saying, I choose myself, and acknowledging that sometimes the best way to move forward is to let go. Many times people fear the idea of cutting contact because they associate it with guilt or the feeling that they're abandoning others. But the truth is, when you stop engaging with people who don't support or elevate you, you're creating the space they need to grow as well. You're not holding them back and you're not abandoning them. You're both being freed to pursue paths. Cutting contact is also about protecting your energy. Every interaction, every relationship, and every environment you immerse yourself in has an impact on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. You deserve to surround yourself with people and influences that support your growth and bring you peace, not stress. When you cut contact, you're choosing alignment with the best version of yourself. Silence forces focus. In a world that's constantly pulling at us through distractions, obligations, and external noise, it's easy to lose track of what truly matters. Silence is the antidote to that chaos. When you stop talking, stop reacting, and stop engaging in the endless chatter around you, you create an opportunity to refocus on what's important. Silence forces you to turn inward, where the answers you're seeking reside. In our fast-paced world, we often feel compelled to fill every moment with noise, whether it's talking to others, consuming information, or worrying about things we can't control. But in that constant activity, we lose sight of our own thoughts and instincts. Silence removes the clutter, and in that space, we can reconnect with our deeper purpose and clarity. When you embrace silence, you're no longer scattered. You're no longer allowing yourself to be pulled in 1,000 different directions. Instead, you're allowing your mind to align with your goals, your vision, and your truth. This focused stillness brings greater clarity as it allows you to cut through the noise and identify the most important things in your life. By staying silent, you're giving your brain the space it needs to process and understand your next steps. You stop reacting impulsively to every little thing, and you start acting with intention. You begin to approach challenges and decisions with a calm, clear mind, rather than being clouded by emotion or pressure. In a way, silence is a tool for personal discipline. It forces you to slow down, reflect, and choose where to direct your energy. In that quiet space, you gain the ability to focus on what's truly valuable, and that focus is where transformation begins. Silence shifts power. One of the most transformative aspects of silence is its ability to shift the balance of power. In most interactions, especially in today's world of constant communication, there's a tendency to feel pressured to engage, to speak, to justify, to explain. But when you choose silence instead of reacting or responding, you take control of the situation in a way that few can anticipate. Silence disrupts the usual dynamics. People are accustomed to quick responses, debates, and the constant flow of conversation. When you withhold your words, you disrupt the expected pattern. The moment you stop talking, you create an uncomfortable void that forces others to reconsider their approach. They may not know how to handle it, and that uncertainty gives you the upper hand. In many situations, particularly in conflicts or confrontations, silence can be a tool of immense strength. Instead of engaging in an argument that may escalate or lead to a dead end, staying silent allows you to disengage from unnecessary drama. You're no longer feeding into someone else's emotional needs or ego. Your silence becomes a statement: I don't need to fight for my worth or defend myself. This is a position of control. Moreover, silence often compels others to reflect. When you withhold your response, others are left to process the situation on their own. They may start questioning their own behavior, their assumptions, or even their intentions. They don't have the answers coming from you. They're left with their own thoughts, and this creates an imbalance of power. Ultimately, silence is an assertion of confidence and self-sufficiency. It shows that you are not at the mercy of others' expectations or agendas. You stand firm in your own space, and in that stillness, you dictate how things unfold. By remaining silent, you let others reveal themselves while you retain your power. Cutting ties isn't about them, it's about you. Cutting ties with people or situations that no longer serve you is not an act of malice or abandonment. It's an essential step in your personal growth and alignment with your own life's purpose. This is not about them, it's about you. It's about protecting your energy, reclaiming your peace, and ensuring that you are surrounded by people and circumstances that contribute to your highest potential. Too often, we stay in relationships or hold on to connections out of a sense of obligation or fear of what others might think. But by doing so, we sacrifice our own well-being and personal growth. We might feel guilty for letting go of certain people, but we must remember that we have the right to prioritize our own needs, goals, and dreams. Cutting ties is about recognizing when something no longer aligns with your life. It could be a toxic friendship that drains your energy, a job that stifles your creativity, or a relationship that holds you back from your true potential. Staying in these situations only keeps you stuck. It prevents you from reaching new heights, from meeting the right people, and from embracing opportunities that are in perfect alignment with who you are and who you're becoming. When you let go, you create space for new growth. Cutting ties is not about rejecting people or abandoning them. It's about freeing yourself to grow, learn, and evolve in ways that are right for you. You're allowing yourself to focus on what truly matters to your well-being and your future. And while it might feel difficult at first, you'll soon realize that this act of self-preservation is one of the most empowering choices you can make. Ultimately, when you cut ties, you are taking control of your life. You're choosing to surround yourself with the people, energies, and experiences that elevate you rather than drain you. This is your journey, and it's worth every step of courage you take toward creating a life that reflects your truest self.